Colleagues, it's absolutely wonderful to see so many thousands, tens of thousands of you here today. I don't know, can they actually hear you in the GMEX? David Cameron, can we hear you? Colleagues, I knew that today would be an enormous success because this is our time, colleagues. This coalition government needs to be seen for what it is. The Tory-led con, colleagues, whose time is up. The Tory-led con based on lies and misinformation. The lie that we're all in it together. We're not all in it together with that bunch of millionaires sitting around the cabinet table. The Tory-led lie that actually there is no alternative. A lie which is being propped up by Lib Dem MPs who've sold out their party and sold out the British people for 5 seats at the cabinet table. The lie that the coalition believes that they have a mandate to smash our public services and to smash our welfare state. And the biggest lie of all, colleagues, is that there's no alternative. But we know, colleagues, that there is. Today, just like on March the 26th, we're exposing the Tory lies. The lie that savage cuts are necessary for economic recovery. The lie that savage cuts are necessary to rebuild our economy. And the biggest lie of all, that ordinary working people will not be affected by the public spending cuts. But here in Manchester, we know the truth. Some of the biggest cuts of all are actually taking place here in this city. Cuts to early years and Sure Start provision, robbing opportunities from babies and young children, the scrapping of the school rebuilding programme, losing opportunities for tens of thousands of young people to be educated in decent quality buildings, the ending of the EMA, which will mean that for tens of thousands of young people, they will be denied an opportunity to study beyond the age of 16, and the axing of the connection service, which for young people, which will actually mean that more and more young people will face the stark reality of life on the dole in this country. David Cameron, the Tories, we say, your time is up. We say, it's time to tell the truth to the British people. The truth that you're cutting public services and you're cutting the jobs and welfare of public sector workers whilst bankrolling the rich and bankrolling big business. David Cameron, it's time to tell the public the truth. The truth that public sector pensions are not gold-plated. The truth that public sector pensions are affordable. The truth that public sector workers are now facing a self-tax on their pensions, whilst the richest 1% are benefiting from bankrolling of tax subsidy on their pensions. Tell the truth also, Mr. Cameron, on what you're planning to do to our education system. Tell the truth that the reality is that your policies will mean that for every child and young person in this country, access to quality education will be reduced to a postcode lottery. The truth that your education bill intends to charge young people and their families for access to education and education services, damaging the lives of the poorest in our society. Tell the truth, Mr. Cameron, that you are intending to open the door to the predatory private sector profiteers who want to make a fast buck out of children's education. This Tory and Lib Dem coalition is a coalition, colleagues, that's built on lies. Now is the time, colleagues, now is the time to fight back against these lies. As unions, as communities, as students, across all faith groups, across all religious lines, of all genders, we need to be standing up against this coalition's assault on our public services, on jobs and on the welfare state. Now is the time, colleagues. Now is the time to tell the truth. Now is the time for action. Now is the time for us to protect our public services, to defend jobs. Now is our time, colleagues. Now is the time for the alternative. Thank you.